People have asked me, if you had one instrument to keep out of all of the instruments that I have in my collection, what would be the one instrument I would keep? And this one is absolutely simple answer. And it is my baby. My old Clark Terry model, Flugelhorn. So I hope you stay tuned for this video, because I'm going to tell you a little bit more about this horn and also play this unbelievably great horn. Stay tuned. Hey everybody, it's Trent Austin from Austin Custom Brass. I hope you're having a fantastic day out there today. Thanks again for your great support. 2021's off to a fantastic start, and we're so appreciative of all you guys and gals do for our shop. Be sure to hit the subscribe button while you're here. Stay up to date with us. We have so many cool new videos in the pipeline, including I'm going to be showing you all of the horns in my own personal collection. So as you know, that's pretty fluid. It goes in and out. We have as in myself, I have a house rule of one horn in and one horn out. So if I'm trying to find a horn to upgrade in my collection, I always have to replace it with something else in my collection. So there are a few instruments on our collection, and we'll put a link in the description to those horns from my collection. This horn, however, you would not be able to buy. As Charlton Heston so eloquently stated, you could pry it out of my cold, dead hands. This is the old Clark Terry model, and as you know, Clark was a dear friend, and he was my musical daddy. That's the best way of saying it. My mentor, my inspiration, and everything I do for Clark in terms of playing. First, if you don't know the Clark's flugel, you gotta check out that. That is the logo and the bell of his flugel. I love that little CT. And in fact, you know what? We'll keep the CT right there for the rest of the video. And Olds went into a contract with him in the 70s, pretty close to when the Olds factory actually closed down. Before that, he had been a Selmer artist for many years, and he also helped design and tweak the radial trumpet. The Selmer Radial had those angled valves. Great trumpet, actually. And so in this, I would say mid-70s, early 70s, 72, 73-ish, he went with Olds and signed a contract to become an endorsing artist for them. And they put out a line based on their custom crafted models. Now the Flugelhorn is a little different than I think the L12 was what they called the Flugelhorn. This has a bigger bell, bigger flare, and a little bit different wrap. It also has a larger bore than most Flugelhorns have. The Clark Terry Flugelhorn has a .437 bore, which is kind of strange because most Flugelhorns are .413 or .409. That's a very French style Flugelhorn. Clark's Selmer Flugelhorn, by the way, was under 400 for the bore size. It was absolutely teeny tiny. So that is this horn. So let's talk about this horn. You can see it has a two-piece bell. Right there is the seam of the bell. Let's see if I can get that in the seam with it. There you go. And it's gigantic. This bell flare is just huge. It really is a large flare. It's over 6.7. Another thing that I love about this, it has that protective bell garland. And in fact, hold on. This is kind of cool too. Clark gave me many years ago. In fact, I can't get it out of the horn, so this demo will be on this mouthpiece too. Is the Clark Terry. There you go, see? Clark Terry. That's his mouthpiece. He gave me a set of his mouthpieces. And our ACB TA1 is the first mouthpiece I designed on the CAD program, which was loosely based off of his horn. You ever see the ad for the Olds Clark Terrys? Here we go. Clark Terry can make a horn talk. Olds can make a horn Clark talks about. Awesome little ad right there, and it shows the trumpet and the flugelhorn. Now, I've had the trumpet in my collection as well, but honestly, I wasn't really into the trumpet. It didn't have a certain unique characteristic. Like this flugelhorn it just speaks CT. Everything about it has that thick, rich sound. It has just great bounce to it. It has unbelievably good playability on it. And one thing I've done to the horn, oh, let me go this way, is add this GR lead pipe. And that helped a lot in terms of the intonation. Also, it allows you to play a different tapered mouthpiece, like our ACB, primarily our ACB mouthpieces are in the large standard taper. So take down that add. So if you can find one of the old Clark Terry model flugelhorns, it's completely worth getting. It took me a long time, and I actually had one that wasn't Clark's, but I sold it. I needed to sell it. I needed money at the time. And this one came from Clark. He had 3 or 4, and he sold it to another person who actually had to sell it. So then they reached out to me, and I bought it. So very cool. It is definitely my favorite horn in my collection. And now, without further ado, I'm going to play it for you. This is a raw audio, but wait till you hear this horn. It's so beautiful. You can hear it has metal valve guides. So it's a little on the loud side, and it doesn't have a trigger. But I didn't want to add a trigger because I wanted to keep this horn as original as possible. The only thing I've changed is the receiver, and I have the original receiver in the display case here at the shop. Let's play a little bit more. Like I said, it feels like a direct connection to my brain. So I have 2 flugelhorns in my collection, this and an Adams. And this one I didn't play for a long time because I am an endorsing artist for Adams. But, you know, how could I not play this horn? So lately when I've been playing flugelhorn, I've played this one a little bit more often. So that is a quick tour of the only horn in my collection that I would not sell. So, the old Clark Terry flugelhorn. Take care, everybody. Thanks so much for watching this video. And if you have a second, hit that subscribe button. Stay up to date with us. We appreciate you so much. Take care.